In exactly 1st of March 2021, the TCN willed 5,800 megawatts, and that much was taken by the discos at the peak period. Peak period usually is between 6 p.m. to 9, 10 p.m. What happens in the case of this argument is that usually when the generating company generates, a part of TCN is the control, which is called the dispatch unit. The dispatch unit takes this power from the GENCOs and now will it, as it were, the transmission part wills it to the discos. Remember that electric power is determined by the demand. The supply is determined by the demand. If there's no demand, no power is taken, whether it is available or not. There are usually two parts which I want you to please understand. Between this 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we have what we call a peak period in the day. Most of the time in Nigeria is purely residential load, most of the time. So that's why the peak period occurs when I'm talking about, when people have come back to work. So at that time, most of the time, the entire generation is taken. But other times, you find out that a lot of the power available for generation is not taken, not because TCN doesn't have the capacity, but because there's no demand for it. And that is where we are. I will also quickly add that the problem we are talking about, transmission, cannot be solved by unbundling of TCN. TCN is good the way it is, but it's simply, like I said, a little change in the management of the grid, in structuring of the management, not unbundling, definitely, because having several companies does not change anything. This area control I'm talking about will still be owned by the same TCN. It doesn't change anything. It's just that you sectionalize the network and each of them takes power from the grid, but can break off as an island if